Hi, welcome to Dmdock. Dmdock is one of my personal favorite projects that I've worked on. I created it for my boyfriend who is a game master for D&D. Something that he mentioned to me was that when he's playing his games, he has to have like 5 different pages open at once just to be able to access all of the data that he needs for his game. With Dmdock, my goal was to create a platform that he was able to use to reduce the amount of tabs that he had to have open during gameplay so that you could have more seamless play. Dmdock is a full stack application. The backend is built with Python and Django, as well as Postgres. It uses JWT tokens for user authentication, which I will show you in just a moment. And the front end is written in JavaScript with React. I was able to add in a lot of really cool features that I'm super excited to share with you after we log into the application. So, Dmdock. When you first land here, you have the options of logging in or registering. I already have an account, so we are going to log in, but this is what the register page looks like. My thing likes to autofill everything. So you'll type in a username, password, to create your account. So here we are going to log in and we have access to Dmdock. You can see here that we have the options to see PCs, see monsters, or log out. So this monsters application was built using the Open5e API. This is a resource of 1,500 different monsters that are available with the D&D 5e game. So it takes a little bit of time to load. We're just waiting for that one to load up. With this, a particular struggle that I hit while building the application was that it didn't have IDs, and I had to learn what a slug was. Normally, I wouldn't think this would be an issue, but when it came to creating a feature like adding a monster to favorites, it became troublesome because I needed a way to be able to add it to favorites. So now that this is loaded, we can go ahead and see here the different features that we've inputted. So this is the monsters. You're able to sort by name, type, size, armor class, hit point, strength. You can go ahead and search here to see if a monster exists. It does have a few quirks, so you have to type in some gibberish to get the search area to go away. So after it loads up by type, you can see that a bunch of different monsters that we have available here. I think we have about 200 per page. I did build in pagination to this. So as you can see, we can script through a bunch of different ones. Let's go ahead and say we want to we want to see more about the necrotech. We're going to go ahead and show, and it will pop up some details about the necrotech. So you can see that the type it is undead. It is a huge monster with an AC of 16. You can see the stats right here. We have this little hover feature so that you know where you're hovering over. This is the information that you need for the battle, and here's the information for saving throws. When you're done seeing this, you can go ahead and just hit hide details, and now say, I liked the information that I saw here, and I want to be able to use this for a game. We're going to go ahead and click Add to Favorite. And when we go over to the Favorite section, you'll see here that at the bottom we have the necrotech, as well as other monsters that we have saved to favorites. I did this favorites with the option to add from the API, and then if you no longer want it in the favorites, you're also able to delete. This was made with LocalStorage, something that I was really excited to learn how to use, and that I was also able to use with the monsters. So, with the PCs. A little overconfidence there. So with the PCs, this uses LocalStorage for full CRUD capabilities. So every person who has an account is going to have a different set of PCs on the account that they've added, because it is individualized per person based on LocalStorage. So here I've already added one in, Panther, he's my cat. We'll add in another, what campaign do they belong to? This is helpful if you have multiple campaigns like my boyfriend does. We'll say Noodle, he is played by Panther, he's level 3, HP 4, AC 5. I know none of those are right, bear with me. So we'll go ahead and add it. And I was able to play around with, forgetting the name of it, but it allows me to add in little features like this. So I can go ahead and click OK, get the confirmation that it was added. We can close this, and when we scroll down, look, we have Noodle. And it tells you all of the details that we added into that. Say Noodle changes to the Monday campaign, we can go ahead and change that information. So it says, say Monday now. I do have the little quirky bug here where I do have to go through and re-enter all of the information. Cool. And then we went ahead and switched up Noodle's information. Say he's no longer playing with us, we can go ahead and delete, and we get confirmation that we're able to delete. This is Dmdock. Again, it's one of my favorite projects that I've worked on. If you're interested in learning more about it, I do have the GitHub repos linked on my portfolio.